Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Uh, if I have issues, I'm having a sinus issue, so hopefully we'll make it through these. I got 3 videos to film, so but I watched 3 movies today, newer releases. Um, so we'll just dive right into the first one I watched, and that was a Knock at the Cabin, uh, from M Night's newest film that just dropped in theaters. Um, I'll start off by saying I like some of M. Night's movies. I'm not a huge fan of his work, but I do enjoy some of it. Um, but this one, it stars Dave Bautista, Abby Quinn, Rupert Grint, Nikki Amula Bird, or we'll go with Amuka Bird. I don't know how you say her name, her last name there. Jonathan Groff, Ben Aldridge, and Kristen Cui. I don't know. A couple last names in there. I'm just like, ooh. Anyways, but basically, you've got Jonathan, Ben, and Kristen's characters. Jonathan and Ben's characters are a gay married couple. They were married, and then Kristen is their adopted daughter. They go away to this little cabin in the woods to get away from people. Cabin in the woods. And Kristen's character is outside playing. Dave Bautista's character walks up on her, says he's there basically like on a mission, has a job to do, and it's him, Abby, Rupert, and Nikki. They're all there, kind of, as we learn later, kind of what they're there. What they're basically like the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse. Basically, we kind of been given with what the movie's about. What we see in the trailer, we know that they show up. They tell them that if they don't choose to sacrifice one of the 3, that the world will end. So I didn't know what to expect going into it. I was hoping it would be really good, but I wasn't 100% for sure what we would get. And to my surprise, I really enjoyed this one. I think cinematography wise, it looked really nice. I liked the acting. I thought the acting by everybody was really good. I think the weakest, though, if I had to say the weakest performance, not counting the kid, was probably Dave Bautista's character, only because not that he was bad in it, not that his acting was bad in it, but only because his character didn't get to show a lot of range. He showed a little, but not a ton. He was kind of the same, very slow, very put together character. He didn't really show a lot of emotions as much as the other characters did. He's just kind of more the level-headed one because he was supposed to be a certain way anyway. So I will say his performance was the weakest, or just based on that alone, because there wasn't a lot of range to it for me personally, anyways. But what I really liked about this movie is for me, I don't feel like this movie necessarily had a twist. We got what we should have gotten. There was no real surprise to it. It's pretty straightforward. The biggest thing with this movie definitely is the message at the end. You have, obviously, the gay couple. You have, excuse me, Jonathan Groff's character, who's more calmer throughout this whole situation, and still scared and stuff, but he wasn't to the level of Ben's character. Ben's character is very just high strung, yelling, and thinking they're there just because they're gay and they're trying to kill them, or they're doing this because of who they are. That, saying that certain saying certain things that that he doesn't care about certain stuff and all this kind of stuff, and try not to give too much away. But his characters are very like, they're just basically doing this because we're gay, and so I love at the end of it the realization that he gets, the message that he gets, and that's really what this movie, big part of this movie, kind of felt like to me personally, was just helping him realize that the world is not as it seems. That and got a problem? You got teeth? Something in your teeth?
My gum.
Got cut or something?
I don't know. It burns though.
But anyways, like I was saying, it definitely taught him a lesson at the end, and it was just about that. It's about the message, a lesson being learned, and I really like that about it. And overall, I gave this movie a 4 out of 5. It was very surprising. If I was going to label any negatives towards this movie, because obviously there had to be some because I gave it a 4 out of 5. It had one of the things was not really big things. If I had to label or had to say one was, they do a lot of like cutbacks to show the couple's past history and stuff that they've gone through. When they adopted their daughter, the process that they went through, what they did to get the daughter, it wouldn't make sense in reality. It would they would clearly have to prove more. They'd have to show more paperwork. They'd have to do more to be able to adopt her. The route they went definitely would not have been successful. So that was kind of, you would be like a nitpick with it. The other thing is, while you do see some of the kill, like some of the gore, it doesn't show you the full effect. For some people that may work. You may like that aspect, that it doesn't show you everything. To me, I love my gore, so show me as much as possible. But those are just a couple of little things. I didn't want to. I was tempted to go a perfect score with this because those two things are kind of so minor, but I just didn't. I want to leave it room to grow throughout the year because there's so much more to watch. I'm trying not to label a 5 out of 5 just yet. I've come close, but I'm trying to just hold off on those. Maybe by the end of the year, some will be bumped up to 5 out of 5. But this is definitely up there. This is probably my second favorite movie of the year so far. So definitely would recommend it. I think it's definitely one of his better ones. Especially after seeing Old from, was it last year, 2 years ago, when Old came out. I didn't like Old. Some people probably may have. That wasn't for me. I watched it and didn't care for it a lot. This was definitely a step up for M. Night, and hopefully he continues this trend. And we'll see what he gives us next time. But for now, Knock at the Cabin, as I say, it's a 4 out of 5. A solid film with great performances, a very good story. So that's everything for my review. So please come like, subscribe, hit the bell to be notified for our videos, and we will see you on the next one.